Beach with the competitors, about to put their jerseys on. Hollow clip roaming cam setting us up with the equipment needed to get you guys on the sand and get you a little bit better perspective of what these guys are looking at. There you see Jake Stinnett, Stephen Calabrese, and Max Bourne in the back, and the scaffolding and all the spectators, and it's glorious. Glorious day out there.
So I just grabbed my cell phone. I'm going to take a look at the hashtag, the VIC 2015, see what's coming in on our social media feed. Being up there talking on the announcer tower, and it's tough to pick your phone up and see what's happening. So I'm just tuning in right now. You know, it's hard to know the people that are actually taking the shots today at the VIC. There we got all these imposter hashtaggers out there just trying to get some excitement. Like, hey, check out this wave.
Trying to up their own internet
was this at the
status.
VIC? I don't think so. That's the Wedge or something. I see something.
That is Wedge. That's
Yeah.
Wedge on some morning shot.
I'm getting into my Instagram here, but there's some people hashtagging.
There's Max Bourne down in front putting on the green jersey. He is currently ranked 46 on the UST, but don't let that fool you because this guy rips.
He's not hashtagging right now. He's about to skim his third heat. Or no, this is his second heat, third round.
You should see that hair when it's dry. It's like...
Max is a cool dude. I really like him. I just got to know him. He's a little bit of a younger professional competitor here, and he's pretty.
Checking out the
cool.
camera.
He's fun. Oh, I'm seeing a good shot here on the Instagram from OC Surf Photography. Whoa, look at that. That's Blair. That's what I was talking about. He likes to go late and air out as the guys are going for the wrap. So that's, I think, Blair airing over. I don't know who that is. Anyway, definitely some good shots on the VIC 2015. I think we're going to give some awards here for the best hashtag. And let's get back into the competition here off the Instagram.
There's Tex Haynes, contest director, owner of Victoria Skimboards. Jake Stinnett, Max Bourne, and Max is going to start it off right away down in front with a wrap critical. Kind of late, hung up on the lip.
Yeah, I think that's probably not going to be a keeper for him, but, you know, he's getting wet.
Right, a lot of times these guys will just go just to kind of shake the cobwebs off.
It's nice sometimes just getting your hair wet and, you know, cooling the body down. You gotta get the ball rolling. Got to start somewhere. So that's Max Bourne. We were talking about him. He's Team Victoria out of Laguna Beach. A really good skimboarder. He came out to Delaware and visited us I think a year or two when he was amateur, and got to know him. Real solid dude. Teaches skimboarding lessons, I believe. Yeah, can't say enough good stuff about Max. He's definitely in it to win it, and he's been getting some of the bigger waves.
Yeah, it's been fun watching him kind of mature and grow through Victoria Skimboards because we've been supporting him for the last 4 or 5 years, and when we picked him up, he was, you know, a kid, and now he's a full-grown. I mean, he's still a perma-grom. He's always going to be a grom. But
I wouldn't say he's fully grown yet, but, you know, he's a young man.
He's a young man, and
fine young man.
He's a fine young man. He's turned out to be
Max Bourne,
one
his
cool kid.
Fine young man.
And he charges. He's always out on the biggest days, most critical spots, scurfing, skimming, surfing, everything. And it's fun to watch him skim. I love watching him skim. There's Jake Stinnett, Solag mainstay of the Stinnett family.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jake. We were celebrating last night. He's one of my best friends, great guy. That's Jake Stinnett. Man, he really he had a nice party last night. Welcomed a bunch of the people into his house for his birthday. We barbecued, had the guys from Mexico there, a couple East Coasters. I think the Portugal, Brazil crew stopped by. And like I said, these contests are not just about competing, but it's hanging with your friends, seeing what guys are doing from other parts of the globe on their skimboards. And, you know, it's inspiring, and it's a good way to progress the sport, you know.
Here's Max looking for a kind of hairy one down in front. He's going to go up top. But yeah, the skim community is great. I mean,
it is. We're a tribe, you know. It's a tight-knit group.
You could not see someone from across the country, across the world, and they show up, and you know, it's like you didn't skip a beat. We're looking at a
Oh, I love it.
Instagram. Is
Yeah,
that a
Instagram.
hashtag?
Hashtag Vic 2015. Get your shots in. I'm getting sidetracked by social media as usual, you know. But, you know, I'm checking in, seeing what the shots are looking like for the Victoria this year.
There's Max Bourne. This board, brand new board. Looks good. He designed it. A little resin art,
Cool, cool.
custom resin art. And he's just kind of taking his time. Looks like he's going to set up a front sight here. And he's going to... Oh, grab rail with a 360 front side. That was pretty sneaky. That was awesome.
Max Bourne getting sneaky on us.
Sneaky permagrom. And the watercolors, beautiful. Sun's out. People on the beach. Waves are firing.
I
What
don't
more
know.
could you ask for?
What more could I ask for?
You could be in
Got
the
any
water
sushi?
right now.
I like sushi.
Oh, you like sushi? You came to the right state.
That's what you guys should do
Cater?
tomorrow for the lunch for for us announcers.
I'll put in the memo.
Yeah, there's a couple good sushi joints here in Laguna Beach.
Here's Jaker down in front. And he's going to airdrop to the bottom. You see that wave? Some of the waves kind of have like a double up, and the lip, it's not a trough, but it's almost a trough, but it forces the guys to airdrop to the bottom because there's nowhere to go.
You know what makes that happen here at Aliso Beach a lot of time is the water rushing back down the slope. You get that backwash and it comes into the next wave and it creates like a double lip. You know, the backwash makes a little one at the bottom of the wave when the main wave's coming in. So you got basically a lip with two breaking parts to it, and you got to kind of tuck in real tight below the bottom one. And that's a difficult thing that a lot of riders that don't get to skim Aliso a lot have trouble maneuvering.
And there's Jake just kicking out. Kind of ran out of room there and going to collect his board and go back to the drawing board.
Boom. That was our rider from Florida.
Steven Calabrese, backside wrap, solid ride. Max looks like he's lining something up. And you see him go over that first bump and wrap and come into the
Ooh,
barrel.
This is the Max show this heat. You know, he's definitely standing out here. Feeling the flow.
And he's another one of those guys that's just all about water time. I mean, if the guy's not working, he's scurfing, he's skimming, he's surfing.
He's scurfing.
Yeah.
I like that. You should
But-
be a rapper, Kyle. He's working. He's scurfing. He's Max Bourne. It's the Max show, the permagrom.
But he's everywhere, man. He's always in the water. And I can never get a hold of him because he's, you know.
Tough employee, huh?
Right. Oh,
Oh.
Jake.
Jakey boy.
Working with a little sand close out, and then to top it off, he's going to hang out with the seaweed.
Look at that seaweed pile Jake's got. Look at that thing. You could do a full like Wally over it.
Thank you.
Well, so we don't have rocks, but we got a lot of seaweed out there.
Yeah, I think I'll take the seaweed over the rocks.
Yeah, it's a little
lot
more
softer.
forgiving.
And Steven's kind of, I don't even see him in a frame, but there he is walking back up the beach. And that's one thing that, you know, goes a little, and this is setting up to be a look good, just closed out. That's the thing that goes kind of understated a little bit, is how much attention you bring to yourself in the heat.
Yeah, you
And
know, it's
Beaker was a master of that.
it's not just your wave score. It's a performance. You know, you got to stand out there and put on a good show, and you know that has a lot to do with how you carry yourself, some of your hand movements. You know, if the guy's out there not doing much and kicking his board when he doesn't get a wave, you know, that doesn't look good. You gotta keep that smile on your face, look like you're having a good time, and of course, at the same time, go about your business. And,
Oh, front side down to the bottom.
get down like
Jake's
doing.
net.
He's going about his business. Birthday vibes.
Yeah, I think it's excuse me.
Birthday skim.
And Max, I mean, these guys are just two heavy hitters going at it. And he's going to try and... Oh, he gets caught up and thrown to the sand.
Looks like we're winding this heat down. I think I just heard Worm from the announcer's tower say 1 minute and 30 seconds. Gosh, he is a booming announcer. I can't compete with him up there. He's got that sports announcer voice. But it is great to get up there and work with the crowd here in Laguna Beach, do some announcing, and I'm having a good time here at the webcast. And,
We're happy you can make it out, man.
Thanks for having it for the VIC.
Yeah.
Having me for the VIC.
So we are going to wind down with round 3, Heat 5, Steven Calabrese, Jake Stinnett, and Max Bourne. And Max is going to air it out just for show.
Going for the big front side shove it grab. Looks like he almost kind of rotated the board with his hand.
I think these guys have about 30 seconds left. And there's Jake Stinnett. UST rank 11. He makes it to quite a few events.
Yeah. Yep. Jake rides for alley-oop. Looks like he's going to, I think, bail out with the
Pull his jersey off
heat.
and
Yeah.
call it a day.
He's done enough to
I think
probably
he's
get through this heat.
Him and Max, I think, can go and call it a day and go have a cold drink and kick their feet up.
I think that's going to be it for them today. I don't think we're going to run another round of the pro division. What do we have after the pros?
We have one more heat in the pros, and this is, are you ready for this one? We have John Weber, who's blowing my mind today.
That's
we
amazing.
have
Johnny
Tim
Weber.
Folden, who's a tech genius, and the guy, any conditions, throw him in, and he's going to be ripping. And then we have Grady Archibald.
Oh, now this is a sick heat. This might be the heat that we've all been waiting for. I mean, I could talk about all those guys for probably an hour. Grady, he's a veteran in the sport. He's kind of been MIA the past few years. Was definitely one of the most notable riders in the game, probably, I'd say 7 years ago or so. Big exile rider, and he kind of dropped off the face of the earth there for a moment. But he's back at the VIC, and I heard he was going to be skimming in all leather, but he's kind of got that punk rock steez. He's always been a little edgy, but he just brought the regular board shorts out. And but it's cool. We're going to see Grady Archibald next, known for gnarly Archibald style, hard hacks, high-speed turns, and definitely has got a varial game. If he can channel some of his earlier skimboarding career for this heat, he's going to need to make a heat against Johnny Weber and Tim Fulton. Tim's got a big bag of tricks, and John Weber seems to be a favorite right now with the way he's skimming fast and getting out to the bigger waves.
Yeah, this might be. I'm glad we're capping day 1 off with this heat, because this is going to be the one you want to watch.
This is the last heat of the day?
I don't think it's last
heat of the pro
heat,
round.
yeah. And it looks like we're still kind of finishing off this heat with Max wrapping and pulling under the lip. But I saw Grady skimming the last hurricane swell we had. We were both skimmed Aliso, and I hadn't seen him in a year or two, and he was just killing it. And then we saw a sign-up come through, and everyone was excited. We're like,
yeah, it's been a little bit of the talk leading up to the contest that Grady Archibald was going to skim again, and he's a Laguna local, and it's cool to see him back. He's definitely an interesting character and somebody that we need in the sport. So welcome back, Grady. Welcome to round 3, and we'll be watching him next.
and that's gonna do it for round 3, Heat 5, with Steven Calabrese, Jake Stinnett, and Max Bourne.